Hello, I'm sitting here today with Mr. David Dodge. Hello, David.
Hello, Vox.
David is the CEO and founder of Affinity Learning here in Las Vegas. David, I met you last year at a PMI event, I recall, right?
Correct. Like last
And-
September.
well, happy anniversary. Well, you just stood out to me in that event. And I remember I reached out to you and we scheduled a one-on-one to talk. And I was just so impressed with who you are as a person and as a professional. And I remember at that time, Cyber Academy was just an idea. And you were one of the first people that I had that conversation with, remember?
Oh, definitely remember that. That was a great conversation. Very interesting.
And then you brought out your team to meet me and talk about the education program. So we've done so much together. You helped me find Cyroot Academy. You joined the board of directors. You're the secretary of the board of directors. And when I look back on that decision, I could not have chosen a better person than you. And I thank you for all your contribution to our mission at Cyroot Academy. It's been such a wonderful partnership with you and Affinity Learning.
It's been my pleasure. I mean, I think what's been really fun is getting to see how affinity learning is growing, and also that partnership with Cyroot Academy and growing in that part. So my role on the board also is very fun. And we're actually enjoying the stuff we're doing, right? We're starting to see the impact that we're making. So, and I'm happy that affinity learning can be a very vital part of that.
Yes, absolutely. But I want to take an opportunity to introduce you. You want to tell our viewers who you are and what is Affinity Learning all about?
So, as you mentioned, my name is David Dodge, and I'm the founder and CEO of Affinity Learning. Started my company a little over a year ago here in Las Vegas. And we focus on providing companies learning solutions, right? So we want to really look at how people transform learning. There's multiple ways that people can learn. So we want to kind of delve into that part of it. So we don't want people to just take online trainings. We want to look at blended ways of learning. So we kind of put in not only the project management side of it, but also how do we take online learning, also incorporate in-person learning, and look at different modalities of how people learn. And in the world of short videos, right? How do we include those things? Because micro learnings are such a vital part of how people learn, right? The YouTube generation is what we kind of look at it as. If I can build a video or a training that's 3 to 5 minutes, I can keep people engaged and not overload them, right, with information, not too much in the cognitive overload area. So we really want to kind of drive in that. And that's what we do at Affinity Learning is we want to make sure people are learning, their jobs, their skills, their tasks in a quick and meaningful way, but also making sure they understand what the content is.
That is so fantastic. David, is there a particular category Affinity Learning focuses on when it comes to learning and development?
So we've mostly focused on safety stuff, but we have focused in other areas. Part of my team also has experience in HR, right? So we have safety, HR, other compliance type of trainings, project management. So, we look at being diverse in that area and making sure we can really hit topics that, companies are learning to or wanting to grow into.
That's amazing. I love it. I love it. You have such a talented team as well. I personally recommend your team and Affinity Learning for any learning and development need. And having your team join Cyroot Academy has been a great addition to help us shape how we provide instruction on IT and cybersecurity domains.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, I think the synergy between what Cyroot Academy is trying to do and what Affinity Learning does is really, really great to see how that connection works. It's a learning space, right? We always want to make learning innovative because it's not just one way to learn, right? There's multiple ways. We know that people learn different ways, and there's the three standard auditory, visual, and kinesthetic learners. So we try to tap into that. And I think Cyber Academy, kind of helps that. We want to get people in the classroom learning how to do different IT and technology type of things. So I think that's where that synergy is really important for both, Affinity Learning and Cyber Academy.
I love it. We're killing it. We're killing it together. All right, here I want to switch gears to talk about the scholarship program at Cyrus Academy. I know you were the first one to contribute to our scholarship program, and you graciously added two scholarship programs to start with for people within our mission statement. So I want to hear more about these two programs that you started here, the 500 Affinity Scholarship and the Thunderbirds. So I know about Affinity Learning, and you just told us a little bit more about the company. But what is the Thunderbird Scholarship is all about?
So I'm retired Air Force, being a veteran myself. I moved to Las Vegas in 1996 when I joined the Air Force Thunderbirds. Spent 3 years as an aircraft maintenance guy there. So, it's such a all about team and supporting the local community. That's one of the things that they drive towards, right? Is you go out and we do, Thunderbirds does air shows, right? And there's that local community and the support. It's not just about showing what the Air Force's capability is about, but it's about, what we do to other communities, what we can bring into it. So I thought it would be a good kind of representation of one of the great jobs that I had while I was in the Air Force. Throughout my 20 years, it was, again, one of the most enjoyable jobs, very demanding, but most very, very enjoyable. So I thought this would be a good kind of way to, honor the Thunderbirds along with my time on the team and support that within Cyber Academy. So, being a veteran myself, I do understand, that there's challenges when you're a young airman or a junior NCOs and even some senior NCOs, right? There are challenges about what are you going to do after you retire or if you get out. So I thought, kind of combining Affinity itself, right, which is the company, because I felt my company, should support, and there's that synergy between us and Cyber Academy. And then the Thunderbirds is just, again, one of the best jobs that I had in the Air Force. And I thought that was a great way to kind of pay homage to them and also to Cyber Academy to kind of bring it forward.
I love it. I love it. So, David, at Cywood Academy, we serve multiple communities. We serve the active duty personnel, active duty s- spouse. We support transitioning veterans, underserved communities, people with disabilities, uh, economically disadvantaged. So, from these categories, who would qualify to apply to those scholarships to use toward any of our certification programs, if it was CompTIA or Cisco project management, or taking classes at Affinity Learning? Who should apply, and how do they qualify to get this?
So they have to be, either active duty military spouse or veteran, all the ones that you just mentioned, right? So those are all the categories that we definitely want to have in there. We definitely want to look at those military folks that are, like I said, either active duty, looking to transition maybe from a role from aircraft maintenance into the IT sector, right? Or maybe from a finance role over into the IT sector. So we want to look at those type of folks, again, veterans, underserved community folks, because we want people to have the opportunity to grow and find roles and jobs that are going to serve them and help them grow and their families down the road.
I love it. That's so inspiring. Our tagline is "Be the light," and you are being the light for these people. So thank you for doing that. It's very much appreciated. This scholarship will become available for students to apply to after our tournament at TIOF for Vets in Tech in Reno, happening on October 2nd. The scholarships will continue to be on our website for applicants, and we will go through the selection criteria for this and other scholarships we offer. Thank you, David, for this opportunity to support Cyroot Academy and the students that come through Cyroot Academy. It's very much appreciated. And with that, I'd like to know, how can people reach out to you? How can people connect with you, either for training needs or if someone has questions about affinity learning?
So they can reach out to me via, LinkedIn. I'm on LinkedIn. We also have an Affinity Learning LinkedIn page, so you can go to that. You can also go out to our website and go to affinitylearning.org. And from there, you can contact us and we can reach back out to you. If you're looking for different training needs, training solutions, we do, like I said, we do not just training development, but we help learning management system implementation, project management, stuff like that. So, you can reach out to me there and happy to have a conversation.
That's wonderful, David. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you around and continue to serve with you on the Cyroot Academy Board of Directors and serve our communities here in Las Vegas, in North Nevada, and elsewhere.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity, Vox, to be a member of the board, to serve as the secretary, and do, all the stuff that we're continuing to do to grow Cyber Academy.
Absolutely. Let's be the light.
Be the light.